This video is designed to cover several models of Magellan GPS receivers, including the GPS 300, Blazer 12, and GPS Pioneer. During the video, we'll be using the GPS Pioneer to demonstrate the basics of how your receiver works. The GPS 310 and other models provide the same functions using similar steps and techniques. If you're unsure about specifics for your particular model and software version, just refer back to your owner's manual for complete details. Hi, welcome to GPS Outfitter's video guide to the Magellan GPS Pioneer. Before we get started, take a quick look at your video box where you'll find an outline of the topics we'll cover, along with a navigation diagram and some helpful definitions to get you ready to enjoy your new GPS. Let's get started and see just how easy and fun satellite navigation can be.
GPS, or the Global Positioning System, uses a network of satellites to send information to receivers on Earth. These receivers, like your GPS Pioneer, take this information and use it to track your current position and guide you to locations stored in the receiver's memory. GPS works in any weather, 24 hours a day, all year long, to give you dependable navigation information whenever you need it. The Magellan GPS Pioneer is a compact receiver with waterproof construction, a backlit display, and a built-in antenna. Below the display are 7 function keys and an arrow keypad. The power key turns the receiver on and off. The mark key is used to save a position in memory as a landmark. The Go-To key is used to create a direct route to a stored landmark and starts navigation. The Nav key scrolls through the Pioneer's 3 display screens and is also used to return the display to the main navigation screens from the Landmark, Route, and Setup menus. The Menu key provides access to the GPS Pioneer's Landmark, Route, and Setup functions. The arrow keypad is used to enter landmark names and scroll through various screens and menu selections. The Enter key is used to confirm data entry and menu selections, while the Light key turns the screen backlighting on and off. The GPS Pioneer provides up to 24 hours of continuous use on 2 AA batteries, which should be installed in the back of the receiver according to the instructions found at the front of your owner's manual. To get started, take the receiver outside where you have a clear view of the sky, away from any obstructions like buildings, rock cliffs, or covered slips, and hold the receiver with the antenna pointing toward the sky. The first time you power up any GPS, it doesn't know where it is, what day it is, or the local time. By telling the receiver your present location, or initializing it to your present position, you'll be able to get a fix quickly and get right to work. The receiver only needs to be initialized for first-time use or after you have moved more than 300 miles with the receiver off. The GPS Pioneer's Easy Start function lets you quickly initialize the receiver by selecting the state or country of your present position from a list stored in the receiver's memory. To begin initialization, press the power key to turn the receiver on. The Easy Start prompt will appear, asking you to select the region of your present position. Use the arrow keypad to select the appropriate region and press Enter. Prompt hasn't appeared, press the menu key until the word Setup appears at the top of the display. Press Enter. Press the down arrow 3 times and press Enter. Next, select the state or country of your location using the arrow keypad and press Enter. Enter the approximate elevation for your location. If you don't know the elevation, simply leave the field at the default setting. Press Enter. To finish initialization, follow the prompts to enter the current time and date, pressing Enter to confirm each entry. The Pioneer will now display the position screen and begin searching for the appropriate satellites for your location. The position screen shows the latitude and longitude of the state or region you selected, along with a graphic satellite status indicator at the bottom of the display. As the receiver searches for satellites, the pointer inside the status circle will move to indicate each satellite being used and its elevation above the horizon. Around the outside of the circle are a number of satellite rings. When these rings become black dots, the Pioneer can use the corresponding satellite's data to calculate your position. The total number of satellites currently being tracked is indicated below the status circle. After 2 to 3 minutes, the Pioneer should be tracking the satellites necessary to calculate your present position, which is also known as a position fix. Once a fix has been acquired, the position screen will transition to the navigation screen, and the status field will display a tracking status. If your receiver has not acquired a position within 10 minutes, refer to the Tips and Techniques section of the video or the Troubleshooting section of your owner's manual. The navigation display provides digital speed and heading information while you are moving, along with a graphic compass to indicate your direction of travel. The triangle at the top of the compass indicates your current heading, while the large arrow continuously points north. Keep in mind that since GPS calculates your speed and heading by constantly updating your position, you need to be moving to get accurate information.
Now that we've got a position fix, it's time to move on to what GPS is all about, marking and going to our favorite spots. Before we can navigate, we'll need to see how to save positions in the receiver's memory as landmarks.
The GPS Pioneer can store up to 100 positions as landmarks. A landmark can be created in 2 ways, by saving your present position or by entering coordinates from a map or chart. The easiest way to save a landmark is by marking the exact spot where you're standing, like your truck. To save your present position as a landmark, press the Mark key. The Pioneer will prompt you to enter a custom 4-character name or accept the landmark name given by the receiver. To enter a custom name, use the up and down arrows to select each character and the right arrow to move the cursor to the next character field. Press Enter to confirm. The prompt will move to the latitude field. Press Enter to accept the latitude and Enter again to accept the longitude of your present position. The new landmark is now stored in memory. If you don't want to enter your own name for each landmark, you can use a shortcut to save your position by simply pressing the Mark key twice. To create a landmark at a location other than your present position, you'll need a topographical map or chart to get the coordinates of the new position. You'll also need a map ruler or straight edge and a pencil or marker. Once you've got the coordinates, all you need to do is enter them into your GPS Pioneer. For example, imagine you found a perfect campsite on the map. Use the ruler to draw a straight line to the edge of the map and note the latitude value. Draw another line to the other edge of the map to determine the longitude. To create a landmark at the map position, press the Mark key. Spell out the new landmark name and press Enter. Next, enter the latitude value you recorded from the map and press Enter. To finish, enter the longitude and press Enter. The new landmark is now stored in memory. Creating landmarks right from a map is a great way to plan out-of-state trips and mark points of interest and facilities in case of an emergency. If you need some additional help working with maps, latitude, longitude, or UTM coordinate systems, be sure to see the Tips and Techniques section of the video or GPS Outfitters Using GPS with Maps video.
The GPS Pioneer can guide you to a destination two ways, using a simple point-to-point navigation called a go-to, or a multi-leg route made up of several landmarks.
To activate a go-to route, simply press the go-to key from any screen. Use the left or right arrow keys to scroll through the landmarks stored in memory and select your destination. Press Enter to begin navigation. Once a go-to has been activated, a straight line course from your present position to the destination landmark will be set. It's important to remember that the go-to course does not account for obstacles such as terrain, bodies of water, or other geographical features. You may need to navigate around these features and then resume direct navigation to the destination, or create a route as we'll see later in the video.
The GPS Pioneer features a position screen and two navigation screens to help guide you through the great outdoors. Let's take a look at each screen and see how they're used to get around.
As we saw earlier in the video, the GPS Pioneer's position page can be used to monitor satellite status and to keep track of your progress toward a destination on a map. To find your current position on a map, simply take the coordinates displayed at the top of the screen and apply them to the map or chart you are using. For the best accuracy, make sure the map datum and position format match the settings of the Pioneer as described in the Tips and Techniques section of the video. The status circle can be used to determine what satellites are currently being used to calculate your position and is a helpful tool to determine if satellite signals are being blocked. Satellites currently available but not being tracked are represented by the hollow rings on the outside of the circle. Using the north indicator and the satellite elevation shown in the center of the circle, you can easily move to a clearer view of the sky for better reception. Whenever you have activated Go-To or Route navigation, the GPS Pioneer's moving compass display will be replaced by a graphic steering indicator to guide you to the destination landmark. The bearing and distance from your present position to the destination will also be shown at the top of the screen. The solid dot on the outside of the circle represents the destination, while the center of the circle tells you the direction to turn to stay on course. The triangle icon indicates your current direction of travel relative to the north indicator to the right of the display, while the arrow continuously points to the destination. If you are not currently moving, the north indicator will disappear and the display will remain in a north-up orientation. Anytime you are navigating to a destination, the GPS Pioneer also provides a second navigation screen to display additional navigation information. To view the second navigation screen, press the Nav key. The second navigation screen displays the bearing to your destination along with your current speed over the ground. It also provides a digital readout of your cross-track error or the distance and direction you are off course, and the time to go to the destination based on your current speed. To stay on course, Simply follow the steering guidance provided by the steering indicator at the bottom of the display, which works the same on both navigation pages. As you approach the destination, you may want to return to the first navigation page to monitor the distance to the selected landmark. Once the distance field reaches 0, you've arrived at your destination. In addition to the 3 main displays, the GPS Pioneer also provides easy access to time, elevation, and battery power information through the menu key. To quickly view any of these displays, simply press the menu key repeatedly. We'll cover the route and setup functions later in the video. To return to the main navigation pages, press Nav. Once a go-to or route is activated, the GPS Pioneer will provide steering guidance to the destination until the receiver is turned off or a new destination is selected using the go-to or route functions. To turn the receiver off, press the power key. Earlier in the video, we saw how to mark your present position as a landmark and create a landmark using a map or chart. The GPS Pioneer also features a handy landmark menu that lets you quickly review, edit, and delete any landmark in memory. To view the landmark menu, press Menu until LMKS appears at the top of the screen. Press Enter. The first alphabetical landmark will appear, along with the distance and bearing from your last computed position shown beneath the name. To view this information for a different landmark, press the left or right arrow keys to scroll through all landmarks stored in memory. You can also view the position coordinates of the landmark displayed by simply pressing the up arrow. Press the up arrow until the Edit Name prompt appears and press Enter. Use the arrow keypad to change the name and press Enter to finish. To delete a landmark, use the right and left arrow keys to select the desired landmark. Press the up arrow key until the Delete prompt appears, and press Enter to confirm the warning prompt. If a landmark is used in a route or is the current destination landmark, the GPS Pioneer will warn you that it cannot be deleted. If the landmark is part of a route, delete it from the route first and repeat the process. If the landmark is your current destination, you will have to stop navigation before it can be deleted. The GPS Pioneer's Route feature allows you to chain together a series of landmarks to navigate around obstructions or impassable terrain to a final destination. A route may contain up to 10 segments or legs using any of the landmarks currently stored in memory. To access the Route function, press Menu until Route appears at the top of the screen. Press Enter. The Pioneer will prompt you to enter a starting landmark in the From field. The first route landmark will default to your current position, called POS. If you do not want to start from your present position, use the left and right arrow keys to scroll through the landmarks stored in memory. When the desired landmark appears, press Enter. Once a route is stored in memory, it can be reviewed, edited, activated, or deleted at any time through the Route menu. To view a route, press Menu until the Route menu appears, and press Enter. The first screen displayed is a route summary screen, which shows the first and last route landmarks along with the total distance of the route. You may view each leg of the route by pressing the right or left arrow keys. The route leg screen will display the distance and bearing of the leg. To activate or deactivate a route from the route summary display, press the up arrow key. Press the Enter key to confirm the activate or deactivate prompt. An on-screen confirmation message will appear to let you know the current status of the route. To return to the main navigation pages, press Nav. Whenever a route is activated, the GPS Pioneer will set a direct course to the destination landmark of the first leg and automatically sequence to the next leg of the route. When navigating a route, you may wish to navigate a specific leg other than the one you are currently navigating and skip ahead to a different route landmark. To navigate directly to a different leg of the route, press the Menu key until the Route menu appears. Press Enter to display the route summary screen. Use the right and left arrow keys to select the leg you want to navigate. Press the up arrow to display the Activate prompt, and press Enter to confirm. Press Nav to return to the main navigation screens. As mentioned earlier in the video, the GPS Pioneer stores one route with up to 10 legs. If you'd like to enter a new route, you must first delete the route currently in memory. To delete the route, press Menu until the Route menu appears. Press Enter. The Route Summary screen will appear. Press the up arrow 3 times until the Delete prompt is displayed. Press Enter to delete the route, and Enter again to confirm your decision. The GPS Pioneer allows you to quickly add a leg to the end of the stored route and edit each individual route leg at any time. To add a landmark to the end of the stored route, press Menu until the Route menu screen is displayed and press Enter. The Route Summary page will appear. Press the up arrow until the Add Leg prompt appears. Press Enter. The Add Leg screen will appear, showing the last landmark in the route as the From landmark and End route selected as the To landmark. Use the arrow keypad to select the new landmark and press Enter. To edit an individual route leg from the Route Summary display, use the right or left arrow keys to display the leg you want to edit or delete. Press the up arrow twice to display the Edit prompt. Press Enter. Use the left and right arrow keys to select or confirm the From landmark and press Enter. Follow the same steps for the destination landmark and press Enter to confirm. If you'd like to delete a specific route leg, use the right or left arrow keys to select the leg you'd like to delete. Press the up arrow 3 times to display the Delete prompt. Press Enter to delete, and Enter again to confirm.
The GPS Pioneer's Menu key lets you access the GPS setup functions you'll need to set the date and time, view battery levels, select distance, datums, and formats, and set the display contrast.
To access the setup functions, press the Menu key until the setup menu is displayed, and press Enter. 8 setup functions are available: Coordinate System, Contrast, Demo, Easy Start, North Reference, Time Format and Setting, Units of Measure, and Map Datum. To select a specific setup function, use the up and down arrows. To make changes to any of the settings, press Enter. The setup item will begin to flash. Use the up or down arrows to select the desired setting and press Enter to confirm. The Coordinate System option allows you to select the position format the GPS Pioneer uses to define your position and any landmarks stored in memory. You may select latitude and longitude in degrees, minutes, and seconds, latitude and longitude in degrees and minutes, or the Universal Transverse Mercator Grid. The Contrast option allows you to adjust the display to the current lighting conditions. The Demo option allows you to display navigation information on the displays without actively tracking satellites. The Easy Start option allows you to initialize the receiver and is covered at the beginning of the video. The North Reference option lets you select a true or magnetic north reference. Select the True North setting if you are using the GPS Pioneer with a map, or the Magnetic North reference if you're using the GPS with a compass. The Time Format option allows you to select a 12, 24, or Universal Greenwich Mean Time format and set the local time displayed by the receiver. You may need to adjust the time setting to accommodate for daylight savings time. The Time Set option will only be available when a 12 or 24-hour format is selected. The Units of Measure option allows you to select a statute, metric, or nautical display for all speed and distance displays. The Map Datum option allows you to match the datum used by the GPS Pioneer to the datum indicated in the legend of the map or chart you are currently using. WGS84 and NAD27 formats are available. The accuracy of GPS will randomly drift anywhere from 15 to 100 meters due to the selective availability error for civilian users. This error is not usually significant enough to affect recreational navigation. You may also find that the receiver's elevation does not match a true altimeter reading or topographical map due to selective availability and satellite geometry, as a satellite directly overhead is required for the best possible elevation accuracy. If you are going through batteries a little more quickly than you'd like, you can improve battery life by keeping backlighting use to a minimum. A cigarette lighter adapter is available to power the unit from your car or boat. In colder weather, use lithium batteries. A low battery indicator will appear when you have approximately 1 hour of battery life remaining. The GPS Pioneer will retain the landmark and route information for 20 to 30 minutes while you change batteries. To prevent loss of data, the receiver should not be stored without the batteries installed. If you are using the GPS Pioneer with a map or chart, be sure to set the coordinate system, map datum, and units of measure on the receiver to match the map you are using for the best possible accuracy. Although the WGS84 datum provides accurate performance anywhere in the world, some USGS topographical maps use the NAD27 datum. If you need additional help working with maps or learning to use the UTM coordinate system, be sure to see GPS Outfitters Using GPS with Maps video. Whenever you're heading into the woods with your GPS Pioneer, it's important to remember that GPS relies on straight-line navigation. That's why it's always a good idea to mark your truck or the trailhead before setting out, and mark the spots where you change direction along your trip. That way, you'll always be able to quickly create a route to get back home using the same path you have traveled, or a direct course back to your starting position.
Thanks for watching GPS Outfitters' video guide to the Magellan GPS Pioneer. We hope it's helped you master the features and functions to get the most out of your time in the great outdoors. Thanks for watching, and good luck!